Good morning and happy Thursday, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Jessie here with another Simplicity Made Simple video. And this week we are talking about how to simplify spring cleaning. I want to make this process easier for you guys because there are stereotypes, there is cultural pressure, there are just so many expectations tied to spring cleaning. The first is just that you do it, right? And not everyone does spring cleaning. So right off the bat, I want to give you permission to not do it. If it doesn't fit your life, if it doesn't fit your schedule, if you don't feel like it needs to be done, then I'm just going to go ahead and give you permission right away to not do it. But if you do feel compelled to do it, and I think most of us feel some desire to do some level of spring cleaning or organizing or decluttering or tidying up this time of year, because now that winter is over, or at least for most of us, we just got a whole bunch of snow again yesterday. So it doesn't feel like winter's over, but winter will be over soon, at least if it's not over yet. And it just kind of feels like a fresh start. And we want to clear out the clutter. We want to clear out all the stuff that we've been harboring inside our homes now that we can spend some more time outside. And so that's why cleaning often happens in the spring. We can finally open the windows and we can clear out all the stuff. We can just let some fresh air in, and it's beautiful and it's wonderful. And so I want to help you do that in a simplified way so that you don't feel super crazy overwhelmed with it. Sound good? Okay, so the first thing is to figure out what your goal is. Is your goal to have every single room of your home spotless? Is your goal to tackle a specific room that's been driving you bananas? Is your goal to do the deep cleaning things that you've been ignoring for a really long time, like windows or baseboards or vent covers or, cleaning the ceiling fan blades or appliance maintenance or something like that, and rotating mattresses? Is your goal to declutter your home so that it's not actually as much about the cleaning, the dusting and the vacuuming and the mopping, as it is about getting out excess stuff? Decide what your goal is, because when you're clear about that, it makes it a lot easier to follow through on it. If you just have this ambiguous idea about spring cleaning without really knowing what that means to you, then it's going to be a lot harder to follow through. You're probably going to lose momentum and you're going to be frustrated and disappointed. So decide what your goal is. And then tip number 2 is to decide what kind of time frame you're working with. What is your goal? Do you want to be done by a certain day because you have people coming over? Are you giving yourself a long period of time because it's a really big task? And how do you plan to divide it up? Are you the kind of person that wants to tackle it in a Saturday and you just have that Saturday to get it all done, but you can carve out the entire day and you can just knock the project out? Or do you want to work on it in little pieces and break it up so that you can tackle it over multiple days or weeks? Figure out what works for you, what works for your schedule, what works for your family, and make a plan for that and put it on your calendar. And then invite people into it. That's tip number 3. Figure out how you can get help from other people so that it's not so boring. Because let's face it, decluttering, organizing, simplifying, sometimes that can get boring. Now, I love it, and it still can get boring for me sometimes if I don't invite other people in or have some sort of entertainment. So if it doesn't work for you to have other people join you, or if you want more than just another person and you still want some entertainment, maybe you could turn on a favorite show or an audiobook or a podcast or some music, whatever it is that makes it more fun for you, and incorporate that, because I promise it will make the process so much more enjoyable. Okay, so now that you have that kind of thing set up, the nitty-gritty details of how you actually do this. Again, it's going to depend on what your goal is, but tackle one space at a time. It's so much less overwhelming than turning your entire home upside down, because that's just going to create more chaos and you might get burned out and overwhelmed. So tackle one area at a time. Take out everything that needs to come out if you're decluttering. Sort through it, put back only what you're keeping, get rid of what you're not. That's a really simplified overview. So if you want more tips on decluttering, let me know. I will find one of many blog posts that I've written on the topic and put it in the notes for you guys. But if you want any more details about any of these things, just let me know and I could do another video too. So take care of that. Clean your space. Just whether it's a really, really deep clean or just like a surface level clean, just clean it up a little bit. I promise it will feel so much better. And then if you're going to do some of the deep cleaning things, schedule those things out and maybe delegate, divide up the work if you have other people helping you, or tag team it, because it'll make it go so much faster. Take some before and after pictures. It'll help you actually see the progress that you've made, and that can be really encouraging. I find that to be really helpful because projects can feel like they take a lot of work and you may not feel like you made a lot of progress. But if you have a before picture to compare your after project to, then you can really see the change and you can feel really proud of the work that you've done. So decide what your goal is, decide what your timeline is, invite other people in, bring in some entertainment, declutter it, take all the excess stuff out, keep only what you use or what you love, and clean your space. Open the windows, get in some fresh air, turn on some music, make it fun, however you like to do that, and just give yourself some grace. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about making your space feel more like home to you, feel less stuffy, feel less overwhelming and chaotic. So do whatever you need to do to make that happen, and don't worry about what other people think spring cleaning has to be. So figure out what that means for you and embrace it and run with it. See how it goes, adapt if necessary. That's how I feel about pretty much everything. Set a goal, work toward it, evaluate, see how things are going, and adapt when necessary. So I hope that helps you guys. Good luck with all your spring cleaning. I'm going to get some done today myself, and I'm actually kind of pumped for it. So we can spring clean together virtually. I hope you have a wonderful time. As always, if you have any comments or questions, put them in the comment box. I love hearing from you guys, and I would love to hear what else you want from me, what other topics you want me to talk about, if there's anything you want me to clarify or go into greater detail about. I think that would be fun, and I would love to try to do that for you. So let me know. That's it for this week. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.